go.
If we lose this, I'm quitting the league. Like, what?
What do you mean? She's got a 89% win rate. No, she doesn't really.
I know, I'm wicked. She ain't fucking done anything, mate. I don't know what happened there. Do you think maybe they're supposed to swap because Shaco's missed? Hasn't played Shaco before.
Probably.
I have no idea.
And they're wait, they're duos. What?
They
What
just
are they doing?
forgot
I
to
don't understand what I'm looking at.
24/7 troll.
They probably forgot to swap.
Yeah, maybe.
I got stunned for 2.5 seconds from the cage. No fuck.
What a bad Oriana, man. Damn.
Bam. Bam.
Does Shaco go press the attack?
Yeah.
What? No. No, he doesn't.
No, he can.
Yeah, but most normal Shakos will not do that.
It depends if you go AD or AP. Or hybrid.
You still wouldn't build it. You'd go Halo Blades.
What am I stunned by? I know some kind of stun, supposedly. She's stupid.
Probably shouldn't have died to that.
We're not going to go for Tribush Race. It's not. Oh, that skin is so. Jeez, that's a nice skin. That is a nice skin. Shit.
I tried my best.
She liked it so much she left the game.
Yeah. Thanks.
We win level 3. Should. I haven't played Leon into Maokai a lot.
Reality.
But Twitch is weak.
Historic rivalry that will now have a new chapter in just a couple of minutes as they face off once again on the Rift. These two teams have played each other so many
Should
times
be
in the past.
Twitch.
I think it's what we talked about at the top of the show, the fact that our sport is now a decade long, right? So we have these growing rivalries, actually going back to 2013 when it was Starhorn Royal Club from the side of RNG.
Yeah, and RNG took that one. I think Evan will remember because that's when Uzi did make it to finals, and we had that awesome, T1 Starhorn Royal Club final. But over the years, these guys have met each other continuously throughout like group stages at Worlds.
Oh wait, just
And it
him
does
getting level
feel
2?
like RNG
Okay.
typically have gotten the upper hand, but I do know in the LPL,
try and
LPL
tank
fans are
these.
always afraid for RNG when they have to go up against Fnatic.
Yeah, I mean, there are some instances, I think, when we,
Hey.
think about
Bonk.
the 2018 World and whatnot in the group stage. Sometimes Fnatic pull it out, but it's a bit of a different situation today, it feels like.
Yeah, it definitely is. I mean, obviously, with Upset missing, I think Fnatic is set on the back foot
Yeah.
pretty heavily. I think he's such a
Yeah,
key
that's
component
right.
of their team.
That's right.
They have
Flash-
all these players that are so crazy aggressive.
Flash,
and Upset to me
exhaust,
was always
and
kind of
heal,
the
'cause the
anchor
Leon
because
is
he's so
1v2-ing
consistent.
you.
You can always count on
Alright.
him to carry in the late game. So they're going to have something special, I think, from the remaining
Okay, so
members
easy,
if you
yeah.
want to overcome a team like RNG.
Yeah, it's such a mountain to climb, right? Always going up against RNG, but specifically in that situation, if we can
got
look at
dying
something that was positive
and then
yesterday from the side
TPing
of
in to
Fnatic,
die again.
Bwipo was a
Okay,
bright
that's
spot
what we
in
love
the
to
early
see.
game, as he is so often for this lineup, also pairing up with Hilly and whatnot, but it just wasn't enough, Lyric.
Still, though, I loved what they came out with. They went for the level 1 invade. We see Bwipo keep up the aggression, invade his topside jungle, and really just wasn't giving Willer much of a break. Sadly, again, Upset's not here, so bot lane was rough, but it feels like a lot of games Fnatic have always been one of their worst enemies, and it showed yesterday from the fight.
Good job. Good job.
Yeah, I think that's a good point as well. That's something that has always been true for at least since Bwipo and Hylissang have been on this iteration of Fnatic.
Yeah.
But let's theory craft a little bit into this one. They're up against it. We just talked about the fact, Azale, that RNG have a very big topside focus, which does not mean that the rest of the team are slouches. In fact, the opposite.
Me.
And Fnatic
Okay.
have a style where they leave Adam on an island a lot, or let him leave the lane so that he can influence the rest of the map. Doesn't seem like that's the best fit stylistically.
Yeah, I think honestly, if they just leave Adam on an island, laning is not his strength.
Like-
and if he's getting camped, if he have Shout
Why?
on one of those really deadly top lane picks, if he wants to play mage or if he wants to play his Lucian that you're showcasing, he's like, what, 20 23 or 22 all time.
It's
on the
ridiculous.
You guys died. I thought we were gonna get killed because they're so low.
going to work out. So I think you put
I know, but Veigar's
Oriana?
Hey,
Why do you
she's
why are you so bad?
very
Why is Oriana so
Maybe
bad?
get Hilly out of lane, get them roaming, try to create some chaos because that's where I think
she's
Fnatic
better
has a
than
chance.
me.
If they can win out in these early skirmishes that they love to take, they do know how to
She's
push an
not
advantage. But barring that, I think it'll be for Adam.
Yeah, I think
Drake
it'll be
side,
rough
I
for
mean,
Adam, but I love what
sorry.
you just said about early aggression, and especially in my mind as Fnatic,
Yeah,
look
try to
mid.
get this
Everyone
guy.
knows Krine is not the focal point of RNG at all. I feel like Whippo and Niski work very well
Oh,
together.
Get outta here,
Look to
kid.
exploit that, get some kind of really good
Yeah,
jump
look at
that you do, and then start bringing the
Stupid
chaos that
ass
Azil was
midget.
just talking about.
It's
Oh.
true. I think
Very
also
nice
in the
played.
LEC, Niski has
Oh,
really
go,
opened
go.
a lot of people's eyes as he had a really strong
let's have
summer
a look.
performance lyric. But you, talking from a coach
my
perspective as
life.
well, you just know how difficult it is, right? If your team gets thrown into
So many
disarray
stuns.
and you don't have, especially for Fnatic,
You're right,
you
that
don't
is
have
the
a
per-
point
Trap.
to
That is-
build
that
on
is the
in
whole
the
point
bot
of
lane.
my
It
jam,
just
so many
becomes
stuns.
really difficult.
Yeah, and it's also always gives you like a
Unfortunate.
different
Oh, you got new Quiver? Excellent.
philosophical approach. Do we try to like band-aid this like new player who didn't have time to come in and like prop him up with
They just
resources?
countered me.
Or do we say, hey, you're gonna be a role
You should
player,
run tank,
we're just
man.
gonna look elsewhere to our
And
other
for
strengths?
it.
And
I know,
aside
but
from
you
that,
do the same amount of damage
of
anyway.
course, to
What are you playing?
solidify their spot at the top of the
I know, but
group
my R
here
doesn't do
as the
damage.
MSI champions.
Who are you
We'll
playing?
see what Fnatic
does
can do.
this?
They really
Malphite.
have to stabilize if they want to have
Malphite?
a shot at all in this group.
I wanna
So
one-shot them with
let's
my
see if our
ultimate.
MSI champs can come out.
That's
with
Who are you
something.
playing
We have an
into?
upset on our hands.
They won.
Everything.
Oh, everything.
Sadly, no upset in Fnatic.
By the way, our level 6 is insane.
Very different game plan for them.
Yeah.
We'll see what Fnatic
So
are
if
able
I hit
to
a good
do
ult,
there.
you can
Pull out of
free.
the bag against RNG.
Do you play normals?
Should be
What?
well underway. The
And
favourites
I
are
won't play normally.
They
should be.
Not AP.
Still needs to get on some work.
Yeah,
I'm gonna finish this work.
What kind of
it's
work?
an interesting one.
Database
largely
management.
Because Adam is obviously a player that we talk about.
What do you want to do?
We don't have to
And
pretend
we're
it's
talking
interesting.
about how, like, laning is
I
really
mean,
one of his
we have
strong
to play
suits,
normal
and,
to flex.
It's kind of an interesting perspective because you know he didn't really
We have
dominate
to.
people
The law.
So,
yes, but he got a lot of solo
we
kills.
just
like,
do it around.
I think he led the league actually in
can't,
solo
right?
kills
We
during the
can't.
summer
Wait, what?
split.
Why?
And the guy is aggressive. He
You're not the, your
this
elo
style
difference is
where
too
he would
high.
roam
You
down
can't.
the mid was not something that he actually did
Wait,
all
Wait, what,
split.
really?
It
He's
was actually something
platform.
that he would do
Fucking
occasionally.
hell, Joe.
But whenever he
sorry.
got his hands on something hyper aggressive,
No,
he would
no,
actually
it's
look to solo kills.
Uh,
The most recent example
anything
of that
you
is
want,
when he
really.
played against Wonder in best of 5.
I guess
He
rank
solo
flex
killed him
for the more
twice on
serious
Darius.
nature.
So the guy
Gonna
is
go
a
here.
player that I think knows his limits in the straight up 1v1, and I don't think that he's
Okay.
such a weak player that you can just pick a matchup into him and expect to just absolutely dominate him. But of course, when we think about top lane talent in Europe,
Scuttle comes soon.
it's
though.
not been our strongest.
Yeah.
And he's doing
and now he's going up against Zhao, who has been considered
Here
one
behind
of the
us.
best top laners in the world.
Yeah, originally one of the best mid laners in the world, now one of the best top laners in the world.
Let's
And he has a team that really enables him as a player as well.
Yeah,
You saw
tell me
that
about
jungle
how many
proximity is
minutes it was.
ridiculous. Like the fact that it's 14.5%, that is
There's-
so much
Evelyn will want
time
Drake.
relative to so
She
many
looks
other
like she's
top
playing for
laners.
objective.
It's going to be really interesting to see what the game plan and the approach is.
Just got back
We're now in the
round.
draft. Aurelia Jace Ophelia is going to come out from the side of Fnatic. RNG looking to remove Misfortune.
I looked at the map, I was like, what's that
So
red
looks like they're
dye?
actually
Just a
trying to
little
remove
walking
some
Maokai
conflict.
thing.
They're also going to remove
Pew, 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 pew.
Jarvan and the Lucian. So I was going to say
Okay,
Lucian, I
yeah,
think,
okay.
will be the first pick here.
You're 6. That's good.
But I also wonder if Bean is down to be able to play things like Zig spot lane if they want to play still weak side. Ezreal is another option for them. But it looks like
I am
with
this
Lee Sin
close to
up
6.
and available, which is a common red side ban we do see.
Good
Whipple's gonna
news.
get his hands on that.
Yeah, I was wondering
And he's
whether it would be
around
Lee Sin or
though,
perhaps the
so-
Graves
She isn't
there.
doing a blue buff.
Yeah.
Flex before had a good early game.
Good.
We need to try and get prize for this.
Just coming back to that Adam point, I think the motto that best exemplifies Adam in my mind is, it's a good death. Which is, he will often dive a tower, know he's going to die as long as he kills his opponent
What
and
level
gets
is it?
some extra
Hey,
CS
and he's
or
dead.
denies his
Drake
opponent
is
CS out of
free.
it. He is very happy to do that. Ryan is going to be putting across
Yeah,
onto
it's
this
me,
Twisted Fate,
your
although
boy.
after Zhao, who played Syndra yesterday in the top lane, who knows, maybe TM is going
Yeah.
top, would get the most utilization out of
I
it.
just had one of them
But
phone
you never
calls.
know with this
It was kind of
RNG.
Played
hard.
against an AD Twisted Fate jungle the other day in Seoul.
Someone asked me
So
for
it's
my
always
ult, and I was
potential to.
I didn't realize Unicorns of
Yeah.
Love were scrimming again.
Oh, fuck me. I thought he'd go that way. That's,
So
oh
the
no.
assumption is for now that this is going to be in the jungle. Remember,
Kill, we kill, we kill.
like, we were literally just talking about the chapter.
Kick. Whoa, whoa.
It seems that this champ is very much fallen out of favor in the current world's meta. But we're going to see it returned. It was one of WEI's most played champions, and we'll see how it performs, because I think that into the Lee Sin matchup early on, Lee can do a lot of damage, but as it progresses, I can definitely see where Diego can actually come out on top head-to-head. More Fnatic. They're going to match the Twisted Fate with the Sylas. This is one of Niski's go-to champions. Rise, Sylas, and TF were his 3 most played during the playoffs. And
we got a lot of AD.
Yep.
And why the fuck is mid Lee Sin jungle? Jungle cash.
I guess I'm going AP jungler instead of this
I
shit.
think I'm gonna go Moldies. Follow Evelyn around.
And the Enchanted Crystal Arrow can work out very well for you in a fight. However,
Don't really need defenses against a team like this.
Kennen up here and has the option always to get on towards that back line.
So I'm going to say it now. If Olaf isn't banned, Olaf top could be a thing. Because I'm just looking at the amount of CC that RNG have. Right, yes,
Oh,
obviously
Gaff is the only one to
Kennen
consider,
has
yeah.
massive AoE CC, but single target TF, single target Diego, and also against the Kennen, I could see a world where Adam would bring out his signature Olaf, but I'm going to wait to see it a little bit more, because right now I think Fnatic...
Make a red belt.
Well, they do have some engage with the Ash Arrow, but I consider that a little bit more of a pick style tool rather than a reliable engage. I'm thinking of Leona right now for someone like Fnatic. Meanwhile, RNG still have a lot of flexibility in options with their bot lane, and if they wanted to, they could just take the Leona for themselves.
Question. Hello.
Save your AD carry counterpick for last. Kennen, a champion that had a lot of priority in the LPL, played in almost every single game of their playoffs, played on land, whereas in the LEC we didn't see him that often. Support going to be saved for last here with Kaiser getting locked in.
Do we have teams for this weekend's clash?
The champion. We all remember the Pentagala casting moment. Gala. He was able to get a pentakill in
so much plated.
Oh, he jumped on
into a player who's never played in his regional finals in Beam, and there is the Olaf. Great prediction there, Vedius. Understanding.
They're doing nothing about this.
Yeah, no, because they're getting mid.
Alongside that, it looks like Pike is actually locked in. It took a second there to make sure it was.
Even then.
I'm really surprised. So the main reason why I think they didn't
don't tell me this is not the same. Oh, it's fucking different. Oh,
My dog took it. Jesus Christ. Yeah, she kills him.
But the other thing is, I think that it's
just Maokai
to want to go for a hard engage, something like Leona, the Sylas can
Maokai is bad
and so by going for the route,
Go, just go on in.
engage tools, while giving Sylas a slightly weaker ultimate to be actually steal away. Not to say that Sylas can't get value out of it.
First tower.
Very
Leona
nice.
that scales with AP, that's always a scary thing to have to
It
deal
should
with
be
that side of the,
different. It's all
And I can get my oracles, so just care I'm not
If it is different,
Okay, they wasted that, they didn't get anything mid, they didn't get Herald.
They didn't get anything.
Oh god,
and it
it's
also
different.
They lost a lot.
Because you have to remember that you have that really cool combo where she can dive onto the back line. Then you can also
he's such a
from the rail as well. A tried and true combo that we actually saw a lot when rail was very, very prevalent in the meta. So it seems that RNG,
such a
they have
meat.
still options about where they want to go. Because they have Cryon on this Twisted Fate, you can easily play towards either side of the map. I expect it to be a very topside focused game with Kai'Sa very much being left isolated to the bot side of the map. And then how does Adam do on his Olaf?
But feels so right.
For him, this is something that domestically, when he was playing in the LFL, he made a name for himself.
I'm fixing someone else's
Are you
work.
cheating on me, Sim? Who's this bro?
What?
I was your bro.
Everyone's my bro when they want to be.
I'm
a bit of a bro whore like that.
I'm your best bro, though.
You're the best bro. You're
I'm
the
your
10 out of
bro
10.
with benefit.
You like you broski, man. Oh no, Stella!
Up to your lane. Team that up with a slicing maelstrom.
Are you okay,
You know
Bob?
what? I'm happy being your broski because my last name's Lansky and how can I be called it out?
Hell yeah.
It does make sense.
It's a sign.
To win an international competition in 2 different roles.
I'm very
It
uncomfortable
is truly a
in
David
Vegas,
versus
so I will
Goliath
not have been there even
on
if
the
I was
top
there.
side of the map, and Fnatic trying to even out the numbers a little bit here. 5v1
Also, I
will see
very-
if
Oh,
we can
you
take
should
him
get
down.
blitz.
Alright, let's see what Fnatic Tech they've come up with.
Everyone excited for their prestige Blitzcrank skin?
Quite famous for coming up with crazy level.
I played
Prestige,
Blitz
sorry.
like 3 times.
Not prestige.
They're trying to leverage fog
Victorious.
Victorious, yeah.
Axe comes through. Zhao, who's showing respect, not going to get caught out of position. I don't think they even spotted him.
Sorry, Westwood. Vamos a kind of not.
Oh, I'm not getting it either.
Okay.
I only have 2 Victorious skins.
So what I expect to happen
And it's
now
like, fuck.
is the Lee Sin.
I'm shocked you even have one.
Bro, it's in TFT.
So normally
Nice.
Get him in TFT.
Apparently so.
It was in the first season when no one played it. It
Ah!
was super easy to rank them.
Yeah, it was so fucking easy, my god.
Sorry.
What is
Still
going on?
easy,
They
though.
expect some
You just
sort
need to go brawler and you win every game.
This ward is so
Basically.
big. RNG read the level 1.
Oh, such intelligent play by RNG. They're just going to wait it out.
Comfort?
Oracle's popped.
Yeah.
Do
She said,
not know they are unaware.
I'm
that
not
they
her
are
comfort,
Whipper by
I'm her
himself,
little
left
kitten.
alone by Adam and Niski. Here
Oh,
we
it's
go,
definitely
Ryan.
okay.
Flash stun card, Whipper knocked up immediately.
She
Whipper gets
said
the
so,
smite, tries to
okay?
play. Night is ticking. Jeremy
bit
flashes
far.
forward, Whipper survives.
I'm
The red
literally
flash
her
secures
kitten.
one way. He's gonna
You're
look
being
for spectral
cringe.
more stun. Adam has to flash
May
away.
I
In the end,
alone
even though
support
they
you
didn't get a
sometime?
kill, RNG
God.
absolutely dominate that early trade.
Such great awareness from RNG. This
She
is
got a
gonna
stun
put
on
them so
her.
far ahead. That's gonna put Whipple's jungle
Right.
play so far
We can
behind.
get a shutdown on.
Immediately
Oh,
moves
not
to
shut
the
down,
top
he already
side of
died.
the map,
Okay.
knowing that
lol,
doesn't
my
have
W.
Oh, Evelyn,
that's gonna give the
Evelyn.
opportunity to split
Chill.
the map as well. This is going to make the 1v1 top
There's
side
no
so much
chill
harder
there, indeed.
for Adam.
Only pain.
Whippo. Oh, no,
True.
here comes back
I can
towards
get
the top
Locket
side
now.
of this map. Oh, this is going to be devastation for Whippo.
Yo,
He's
Simi,
gonna
when are
lose
you
his
going,
move up. He's gonna fall even
sign
further
Yumin?
behind. What he was doing to Willa is
Tomorrow.
now happening to him.
Yeah,
Willa
okay,
backstage
fuck.
is
Watch my
rubbing
stream
hands together
tomorrow.
gleefully
5
right
o'clock
now.
sharp
Ado does
in the
have
morning.
flash. Can he get the
Oh,
spectral
oh,
burst
in
down here
God.
onto Adam? No flashes on
Wait, you
Whipper.
don't even
There's
wake up
flash
at
away
5
from
in the
Wade.
morning.
Niski down towards the
I
bottom
was
side.
awake
He's
at
getting
5 in
well
the
away
morning
by
the other
trying to
day.
flash
I can
forward
do
to
it, I
the
believe.
Shadow. No flash on the cannon
Honey,
either. Wade's
honey.
trying to get away. Whipper
You're
needs
the
to
only
attack.
one
Stuns
who's
gonna
doing
land on
that.
Niski. That's first
Oh,
blood.
can someone fucking
Wade
choke the
escapes.
bird?
Adam and Whippo now level 1. Running back to the safety
Well,
of
I
their
did get
tower.
up at
Cryo
5 AM
in
the other
gold
day.
guard, but RNG
But then
will
again, I'd only
satisfy
slept for an
themselves
hour,
with a
so
kill.
it was really more of a nap.
Whippo's jungle,
Oh, you
and with Fnatic basically not having a jungler for the next at least 10 minutes of the game.
So Fnatic saw Zhao who isolated, and they had an option to just commit onto him and get that kill because Wei was out of the fight. But Whippo,
You okay there?
if I get this
No.
double buff, it is massive for me. So he overcommits and he
Everything is
separates the rest of his
pain.
team, creating a 2 versus 2 with which
Can you please stop
RNG are
saying
able to
everything?
turn
I
around
will
in
come to
their
your house
favor.
and
Beautiful
choke
stuff
you
from
with
gonna
my
come.
RNG. They continue to
massive
accelerate the speed. Well, they're now in some trouble.
Heal used by Gala. Hill
Welcome
still has the
to
ignite
the
here. Wade's
cup.
pushing in underneath the tower. Summoner's burn for the
Welcome
RNG
to
bottom
the
lane as the wave
Pump
does push in.
Zone.
Gala, of course,
Buddy.
falling behind NCS early on. Illisac continues to be a nuisance, but Gala didn't have a support for the first couple of waves of the game.
I guess I'm sorry. Holy shit.
NCS down. We're trying to steal this away. Actually, already level 3 catch-up XP is a hell of a drug.
That was close.
For the lead.
I went in as like just a sort of keeper harass, and then I realized, oh shit.
Steals away a little bit of the camp and helps get his jungler back in the game.
Which means that Whipple will actually be able to secure both Scuttle Crabs because Hillsang and Bean do have the prio in that lane. So, not actually that bad
Here.
overall for Whipple.
Ah,
Whipple's
there's a
quite
jump.
good as well.
No, it's okay, let's run, let's run.
Absolute psychopath is Illisac.
You flashed ulted.
Into our bone skewers. Whippo now can take away the
Definitely.
blue. And it's the second time in 2 days we've seen a Lee Sin basically have nothing in the early game to getting back into the game pretty quickly. And
Okay, but to be fair, Willow was put much further behind yesterday.
I'm trying to equate the two so that Fnatic feels
Excuse
Running
me?
on 20 HP.
Well, I mean, right now they're not in like a massive deficit.
Ah,
There's only
she
one
got the
kill
movement
for
speed from
difference right now.
Ludens. She goes, she goes. And she recalls there.
The thing that we didn't talk
Oh,
about,
thank God you put
which
water
you
down.
did
Oh,
briefly
God.
mention, was because
She
Ming was
go?
up
Oh,
with the
Kim
team
Possible.
during that whole
Okay.
play.
Yep,
So
exactly.
much was lost. for
And she
Gala.
stays
You
to
see
do
that
the scuttle.
massive CS discrepancy
The
with
ball's
build
on this
up
one.
because
Stay
he
with
was
us, stay with us,
1v2
stay with
in
us,
that
we're
lane,
not
didn't have
Well,
any
technically,
assist.
that's
Yeah, I
10
know.
goals.
Now, because
And there
of
is
play
the
that
Mao
Whipple
Kyle.
has shifted towards the bot side of the map,
Shaker's
Adam
there,
is
Shaker's
forced to go
there,
back to
Shaker's
base.
I see,
He recognises
don't
that he's in a
worry,
very
can't
awkward
do
position
it.
right now. He is down in experience, down
Oh,
in
hello.
farm.
It's a massive wave of
Lol.
Oh, sugar.
Yep, going to be about half the farm of Shaohu right now. As you say, we'll be able to catch this
Oh, shit.
underneath the
How?
tower in the end.
Reason.
I like the strat of backing,
That was
TPing
scary.
back. knowing
All
that
right,
there's
okay,
that
LeBlanc,
little bit
thank
more
you.
Defensive
Thank you.
itemization
Okay, we
underneath
don't
your
follow
belt with
those
that Ruby
dumb
Crystal.
shit moves anymore.
Adam is able to catch this wave. 500 gold between the two teams.
We'll make our own.
Exactly.
Leads on the bottom side of the map. for Fnatic. As on the top side of the map,
It's fine, just kill us, it's fine. I didn't want to live.
The thing to take into consideration now over the next few minutes is this wave is stacking for Adam toward Jiahu. Whippo though, well, his camps are actually pathed up towards the top side of the map. The thing that I'm curious about is to who's going to hit level 6 first between the two mid laners. There's a world where Fnatic can look to leverage a stacked wave up towards the top side of the map, try to threaten Jiahu and actually kind of use the level lead that Jiahu has against him. So you can see Adam just hitting level 5. Niski's going to have the push in mid. There's a window where he can roam, but Whippo instead choosing to path towards bot. Looks like that his eyes are actually on the Drake, trying to leverage the bot push, or he's maybe even threatening a bot dive. There are 0 TPs available right now, and I think the bot dive is the play.
He's going to try and get out of here. Gets caught in the middle of his jump. Has to flash.
Oh, but Adam is now in trouble.
Adam not yet. Level 6 doesn't have the Ragnarok. Turned up with the slicing match from way on his way as well. Adam trying to get out of this. The undertow. He's going to go back and pick it up. Now takes the flash away. Spectral more stun. Way goes wide. Adam still running for the hills here. Destiny's coming in. A counter Destiny as well. And now Niski's in for a world of hurt. Underneath the tower, Jiahu goes. And Niski. Destiny is straight to his demise.
But such a massive misplay here from Fnatic. Like, everything that we were just talking about, the stacking wave for Adam up towards the top side of the map, the fact that he was going to be forced to overextend in that position, you have to be aware of what RNG can do, because they're going to do it. This is RNG that we're talking about. The level 6 Drake. What does he do? Immediately looks towards the top side of the map. While he was not necessary, Jiahu took advantage of the fact that he was level 6, and he ends up punishing Adam in the 1 versus 1. He's now going to secure himself more points. Now let's see if Fnatic can get something back.
What happens if you put your bird into the microwave?
I can try for you if you want me to.
Oh yeah, remember to record it.
Just try and like word it.
Trying to make plays on the map. Whippo will be able to take out one, but Jiahu comes in trying to crystal arrow from Bean. There's the kick. Gala down. Bean survives. Jiahu down as well. And Bean, the substitute, gets 3 kills in the early game. What was that?
So initially that play looked like a travesty for Fnatic. The fact that Hylissang lost his life so early in the straight up 2 versus 2. But now this is so good for Fnatic because Jiahu, he's going to lose this wave. He committed his team. Adam can get so much back.
Ultimate, no flash.
I've got very little...
He's going to roam mid because that's what Adam does. But it was such a great play from Whippo because he held on to the kick in the exchange that he could actually knock up Jiahu while also setting up Gala to be killed by Bean. So everything ended up working out nicely. Now Fnatic have equalized the gold. Bean is sitting at 2-0-1. Ghana is extremely far behind. And even though Jiahu had a huge advantage top lane, and he's still level 7 of course. And let's have a look back at this. You can see here the level advantage for Jiahu. If you look at the minimap, you can see that the Silas is primed and ready to TP up.
It shouldn't be that far up, to be honest.
And if Adam had something like a Gorge Runker here, yeah, maybe he could turn this one around. But it's just a huge overcommitment from Niski. He should have recognized that his top laner was dead, and he ended up giving over a kill that he just didn't need to give over. Meanwhile, on the bot side of the map, Ming has just backed, meaning that the moment they come back in, they're primed and ready to fight. Everything gets burned onto Hylissang, and he can't disengage. And you think, okay, at this point, Bean is dead, especially when Whippo misses his Q. But he ends up getting that initial kill. Bean flashes away. We don't have time because we got more fight.
Hylissang has 6 here. Death from below.
Careful, you can't get targeted.
Oh my, I was trying to get the fucking proc on it.
Can't do anything, there's no point in flashing.
Sorry, I'm not used to this. I'm not used to getting out from something like this.
Oh, why did she do that? Why didn't she just run?
Once again missing the sonic waves. Call of the Q not quite hitting yet.
But it seems like you are.
Really nice play once again from RNG. They do not slow down, even though they are typically a topside focus.
He's got the kill.
Ultimate is up. They look for a play. While Ming does end up falling, it doesn't matter because they end up getting 2 in return. Getting that shutdown onto Bean as well, kind of hurting his momentum is a really big deal for RNG, and they make sure that they keep the game going their way. Crying on this one of his best champions, something that he is extremely comfortable on, showcasing what he's capable of and how much impact he can have over
oh, it's in left for...
Everywhere on the map so far, alongside Way, that
then it's not to me and the
yes.
He had to flash from that one. Bone Skewer goes wide anyway, so doesn't have to really pay for the fact that he flashed a little bit too early there. I think the arrow was going wide.
Huge arc from top side.
Respects it ever. The thing about the ash hitbox is it is, you know, slightly bigger than the arrow.
The majority of it.
So he does showcase that respect. Something we also have to know, Adam, how Jiahu's like, where's Adam? And Adam's like, I'm right here.
Adam has a Kindle gem and a Ragnarok to try and take this train.
Oh, that's
doesn't
unfortunate.
actually really expend too much there, just the lightning rush and whoever able to take the Rift Herald here. So that's a Dragon and a Rift Herald taken by Niski here on the bottom side. Teaming up with Hillisang now to defend this bot lane tier 1.
Is that red buff though?
The burn. They basically said, hey, listen, if all Cryon wants to do is farm and leave, you sit here and farm,
Oh,
we'll
we're
keep
so
this bot lane,
separated.
and he'll just stay relatively safe as...
These guys are always in the enemy jungle. That's what bothers me.
Once again, towards the top side of the map, this man...
Go for Twitch. Why are we always so separated?
There's the Destiny, Whipper underneath the tower, stun carded up. Spectral Maw just short once again. TP's coming in as Niski tries to join this. And once again, it feels like Fnatic is throwing good after bad here. With the TP coming in from Niski, not really much he could do.
Exactly that. It's one of those questions where, like, okay, even if Wade didn't know that Lee Sin was there, the reality was they had the Twisted Fate.
Oh my god, you fucking love top. Leave me alone.
Whenever there
you're
is
a
action
sexy
about
pirate.
to happen, this is how you utilize the Twisted Fate so well. Now this is a 2 versus 3.
Storm coming out, this TP as well.
Yeah.
Stopwatch from Kai keeps him alive. And Charlie
not dead for very long.
with the TP immediately out just runs in the wrong direction. This is something that has plagued Fnatic
What is that,
over
Taxi?
and over in the LEC. Their willingness to take a fight breaks them
seconds
more
now.
often than not.
They keep over-forcing these plays. Silas is nowhere near strong enough to try and fight anyone right now. He really needs that Everfrost completed at least. And with Adam so far behind in the 1v1, there's very little. They shouldn't be trying to force this, but they are. And like, yes, if Hillisang can get a couple kills, then you can start sharing that gold around, and there are ways we can get back in. But I felt like Fnatic was in a fine spot.
Yeah, it was like 600 gold.
The gold was relatively even, and instead they kept forcing, and RNG's like, okay, we'll happily take this. They're playing the map so much better. They're utilizing this Twisted Fate extremely well, and they're benefiting off the back.
Ben Travis there with the Adam on Olaf, Hilly on Pike, get the 500 cc's of Hopium stacked. That's a very low dose of Hopium, to be honest.
But I mean, look at this. So he immediately gets stunned. Really nice side step from Cryon. The TP comes through from the Olaf, but Hillisang's already dead. So
I was just said, like, if he walked bot instead of flashed backwards,
just
it
gets
would
more
have killed
damage
them.
later on. Adam then TP's in, but it's just too little too late. And it feels like the frustration is really starting to mount for this Fnatic roster. They're trying to force plays, and here comes another one.
Cryon underneath the tower, bone skewer's gonna land. Cryon, no flash, no way out. Shutdown goes over to Niski.
10 seconds.
So this time round, Fnatic are able to make a play successful. They're able to shut down Cryon to get a little bit of gold into their back pocket. But look at the side lanes. Gala is pushing down bot and will get himself placed. Shadow doing exactly the same on top, and he will get himself more plays.
Really good
ult. Was this really worth it?
Very
okay,
nice.
we'll be able to take down
Holy
tier
shit,
1.
Lee.
Just sharing this gold amongst multiple members
Yeah,
of
we
your
see
team.
that.
Meanwhile, Wei and Gala are going to secure the tower bot lane. Xiao secured himself 3 plates top.
You know when you're a really bad
pretty happy
ADC
with the
and
gold
you're
they gained.
200 farm, 715.
Okay,
Plus my support is
I'm tilted as well.
Oh.
Looking for
Stop.
on the top side of the map, the Krugs, one of them will be taken out, but we're both very happily accepting this as it comes back.
Maokai dies.
But Ryan has Destiny waves on
We
the
push
way.
on.
The wave is not going to be here in time.
Good
I mean, it's a
Yeah,
fight
we
with
can just
the
continue.
Destiny coming in. Whippo attract repel, able to dodge away. There's the stun card, way down towards the bottom side hook. It's going to land onto Xiaohu.
I hate fucking whining your baby like this. So I don't play like, well, you've agreed to play by fucking pressing the play button.
I mean, then he shouldn't play Lee or something.
Yeah.
Go on. Be my guest. We're all here.
Playing
In order to expressing it in the game to make it worse for other players.
Yeah, just let the minions do the work.
Fnatic a small window, but the big benefactor of that was Gala. Remember that he was half the CS speed. He was very far behind the lane.
Oh my god, I didn't mean to actually find him. What the hell?
Now, completing his first item, he's ahead of Farm versus speed.
GG, fucking G.
She's my team.